I guess one of the questions when we talk about efficiencies and we talk about government, um, how much of maybe efficiency is limited by government red tape, regulations? Is there some of that goes on here as well?
I think there is. The township structure is a little bit more ambiguous than others, and I think it was created that way because they can adapt to the areas that they're at. And perhaps if we went to a county trustee position where they had an executive director over them, you might lose a little bit of that, and that's what I'm most concerned about.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've often heard it said too that the way that it is right now, you've got that personal touch with the trustee, um, and that's what part of the fear of losing that structure, the way it is now, would be to lose that personal touch.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And Wayne Township is a little different. Just it has such a high population compared to the other trustees. But when you get out into the rural areas, you really see that even more with the personal touch, where sometimes it's just the trustee that works there, and he works part-time and he's got another job, and that is something that could be lost if we eliminate the township trustees.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So looking at the future, let's say that November rolls around, you're successful and you're victorious and you take office, what would you be looking at changing or maybe doing differently?
Well, the first thing I would do when I got in there is definitely look over the budget and try and make it a little bit more fiscally responsible. See what we need, what we don't need. Try and make a more efficient government, and make sure, like I said, administrative costs are down. We've especially with the decision that's coming up in November. Whether it passes or not, my goals would be the same. But even Governor Daniels was very hard on townships around here about their administrative costs being so high, and he used that as an example of why we need to get rid of them. And so I would have to agree. We need to make sure that we're efficient. After we do that, I would make sure that we examine the programs that we had, try and eliminate duplication, try and restore the programs that are needed that have been shut down, and then the next move would be to start collaborating with other agencies.
One of the things at county level, and now it's starting to take kind of hold in city government here locally, are putting expenditures right on the web for any taxpayer to see. Is that something that you think should be done at the township level as well?
Absolutely, absolutely. Board minutes would be posted monthly. Monthly financial reports would be posted. Annual reports would definitely be posted. Anybody would be able to access them immediately.
And that's not being done right now?
No, it's not.
Mm-hmm. So transparency is another thing that you would want to bring to the office as well.
That is a big issue. I think, especially if it's the taxpayers' money. They want to know how it's spent, I'll show them how it's spent.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to add that we didn't talk about?
I think that's about it. I guess we covered everything.
Okay. Well, Timothy, we wish you well in November and hope to see you on the other side.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.